The Chicago Sky are back on the court today as they face the Washington Mystics, but they'll be missing their best scorer in Kennedy Carter, who's out. We're going to talk about it all and more right after this.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host, Haize.
What's going on, Sky fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Sky Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. We got Stevo and myself, Haize, in the building for the pregame show tonight. C-Dub will be back for the live call going on tonight. But Stevo, apparently there's been a wave of sickness to go through the Chicago Sky players, and I'm sure that's going to extend to us when we see the Sky team go on maybe a further losing streak. We will be without Kennedy Carter today, who's out in health and safety protocol. How you feeling about the Sky's chances without Kennedy?
I mean, it's gonna be tough. I mean, we're going up against a team that's beaten quality teams. We've lost to them before, so like we know what they have in store. They did just lose Shakira Austin off to an ankle injury, so that's probably the only thing that's gonna done down. But we lost to them without her anyway. So at the end of the day, we just got to continue to be as perfect as possible, which we haven't been. So even more today, at the end of the day, we got to be as efficient, no turnover, at least as amount of turnovers, shoot the ball at a good amount of clip, go get some fucking calls for once. Maybe Dak will help us, definitely. But bench got help today. This ain't one of them games where we could be like, yeah, y'all give us 0 points. That's crazy. So it's an all-team effort tonight, and we got to be efficient, and we cannot be making costly mistakes because we don't do well when we have costly mistakes, no matter how hard we battle back.
That's a fact. I mean, when it comes down to it, like this is a Sky team that has to execute. You have to execute in all facets of the game. And if you do not, you're gonna get your ass kicked. That just is what it is. Unfortunately, like this team has really lost all margin for error for how they play from now for the for the rest of the season. So, if they still want to make the playoffs, which I have no doubts that they do, I don't think this is a team that's like actively just trying to miss out on the playoffs because. Again, the WNBA lottery isn't like that to where it really benefits you to just be in the lottery like that, especially with the fact that Dallas has swap rights on our first round pick. So this is gonna have to be a team that just comes in, and especially defensively. Like defensively, you don't have the offensive firepower today. Now we've seen other games in which a player steps up when we're missing something offensively, and hopefully that's the case again tonight because we're going to need every single bit of it if the Sky want to have any chance to win this game. This is a bad team as well. The Washington Mystics are a bad basketball team. Let's make no mistake about it. But you cannot come into this, lacking at all or expecting to win because they've only won 8 games on the season. Because right now, I say this: the Sky, while they've shown fight in games, they've shown themselves to be a very weak team as far as they're susceptible. If you just keep your foot on their necks, we're going to make some type of mistake down the stretch of this game. So you don't want to see the Sky fall to that. If you're not prepared, if the coaching staff isn't prepared, doesn't have these ladies ready, you can easily lose this game to the Washington Mystics, unfortunately.
Yeah, just like how Seattle lost the other night. Monday. They lost Monday to Washington by 2 points. And it's just just because they didn't come to play. They had bad turnovers. They had bad assignments. They didn't come to play per se. I think the only people that came to play that day was Skylar Diggins and Joel Lloyd. So and they only gave them 10 points and Joel gave them 16. So you can't sit there and lay down because they have beaten some quality teams. They're on a 2-game winning streak. They then beat LA Sparks, who we had a rough time with as well. So they ain't nobody to play with. As we know, they gave us an L during the season as well. So like you really got to take everybody in credit. You have to. This is a game where I feel like you have to feed the post, and mainly in what I'm saying, you have to feed Camilla. Like Camilla, she's having the best stretch of her career in the second half of this season. She's starting to understand, take her time under the basket. Even I think me and C-Dub noticed that every shot she didn't put up that's a jump shot, she didn't knock it down. So hopefully we can see more of that. I would like to see some more high-low action between her and Angel, with her being the low. But I hope it comes down to not even us. It comes down to the game plan, because like even the game plan over the past few games just been questionable to some extent. So like like I really don't know what to expect to come to in this game because what they've shown us is to expect the unexpected for the most part.
That's a fact. And you want to have faith in this team, and you should, right? Like, let me be clear. No way are we coming here and saying everybody just pack it in. It's the season's gonna suck. Whatever else it's gonna be like, this is gonna be tough. Me and Steve told you guys this is gonna be. It's gonna be ugly wins. It's gonna be ugly losses. Whatever it takes. But this is the type of game that you can win. If Kennedy's gonna miss a game, let it be against the Washington Mystics, not against when we face the Indiana Fever on Friday, which hopefully
Mm-hmm.
by then, because that's gonna be
Right.
because
Please.
come out of the Olympic break, and it's like they figured some. It's like they did in their break what I thought and I wanted to see the Sky do, and that seems like they really kind of figured some things out about how they play, and it's been a lot better for them. They've had some really big games, so um,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
right,
Well, they a little different. They
yeah,
they
they a
they
little different.
they like year 3 until they rebuild. So
Yeah. The Sky right now hold only a 1 game advantage over the Atlanta Dream. Atlanta does play tonight, so we could very well see the Atlanta Dream pass the Chicago Sky for that 8 seed tonight if the Sky lose and the Atlanta Dream win against Seattle. So
which is
that's something to keep
definitely
in mind on.
possible.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
definitely a
definitely
possibility.
possible because everybody. I mean, I think it's some team like Minnesota's one of those teams that came out the break on fire. Phoenix, everybody else. I mean, Indiana and pretty much Minnesota's been the main, and New York, of course, has been the main teams that's been coming out on fire. Everybody else still feel like they kind of playing catch up. So yeah, it's gonna be a rough one. It's gonna be a rough one. They played at 9 o'clock tonight, so who knows? They're in Seattle, so hopefully the Seattle crowd slap them back in the face and realize that Seattle need to be playing way better than they been playing. We seen that whole little Spax Scarlett Diggins went off on about her team and
Yeah,
when she lost to Indiana Fever. So, but with us, efficiency. It's really gonna be efficiency. Angel, I've been giving you some grace, but your efficiency has been crazy ever since you came back. I need an efficient night tonight,
yeah,
and it's all about taking your time. Like there's just spats of time where you get under that rim and you just rushed. You don't need to be rushed, and I understand that you need to move with pace because you're getting triple team. Traps are coming. But you got to just be better in those situations when to read, when to kick out, when it's time to be patient, move with that ball, when and where to go up for the layup. Like you just got to be more precise because I don't know if this the game where we could fare when you not scoring one, struggling to score two, and not going to the free throws. We can't have that tonight because if
yeah.
that's the case, it's gonna be a very tough game to win.
Especially so well, let's hope that's the case. One thing that the Sky, I know we talked a lot about the concerns here. I want to flip it real quick, talk about something the Sky have even done better since the return, is that they have been identifying and trying to get the pass to the post a lot more. Camila Cardoso's played a lot better, in part because of it, not completely, but she's just played a lot better. But the Sky are trying to get the ball to the post. Now, me and you've talked about how sometimes they struggle to just make an entry pass. That's a story for another day. But with the seemingly renewed focus on getting your bigs the ball at the right time and the Sky trying to do that, do you think that's something that's going to continue to happen tonight?
It's gonna have to because that's just the identity of this team. That's the best case scenario. We're gonna win, especially if we're gonna score on the offensive side. Like our best chances is giving it to our bigs. That's what's been working since game one. And yeah, I feel like there's different type of ways where we can find ways to get in the ball other than just dropping it down low or an entry pass. I feel like that pick and roll could be a little bit more cleaner. But I think we need to switch up the personnel. Like I will only allow maybe Kennedy and Lindsay as the only people to do a pick and roll with either of the bigs. I would not let Dana do it no more. But at the end of
Yeah.
that, I don't think so. My bad. I just got a text in my ear and it just threw me all the way off.
No, but yeah, I mean, I think it's good to see that the Sky, and it seems like it must be something that coaching is really pointed out to him because it's just seemed a lot more intentional to get the ball to the post and to make sure that you're identifying when Camilla or Angel have their defender sealed and they have kind of a lane to the post. Haven't always executed. It's resulted in a lot of turnovers so far, but it's a sign in the right direction, not only for this season, but if the coaching mentality is there and focused on that, if we do get that point guard this offseason, it's just good that we're already starting to see that things are trending that way because that's just going to make it easier for sure. And Camila
Yeah.
Cardoso, I'll say this, man. Keep it get as long as she's not in foul trouble, she's being aggressive. Keep giving her the ball because it's been such a noticeable difference in her play and her confidence level
Yep.
since the Olympic break for her. And it was getting better slowly before the Olympic break, but it just seems like she just really understands now that how to use her size at the WNBA level and how to withstand some of that abuse that comes by playing in the middle of the WNBA.
Yeah, like and that's the one thing it comes with a player like Camila Cardoso. It just reps. She needs as much reps as possible. She just needs to be out there going against every different type of defender she's gonna go up against, feeling the different type of strength she's gonna go up against. I like that she went up against BG to like I've always said, not only does she have the mass and the size, but she has the skill to match up with it. So it's also to show you got to defend these bigs different type of ways. You can't just look at them as big players and they just gonna bang with you. Not all of them gonna do that. So when it comes to that, I just like I still feel like there's an area of getting on her on the run more. I like sometimes I don't care if you give it to on the run when she's at damn near at the 3-point line. When she's on the move, motherfucker's gonna get out the way.
That's
She's
a
going to
fact.
get out the way. So if you get her on the move, mainly watch her. You gotta have your eyes up. That's I think, and that's a big thing. That's with Angel. That's what a lot of bigs, even with Michaela when she cuts. Our guards' eyes don't be up, and they miss a lot of cuts to the basket. And I feel like it's going to a point where we're starting to slow down because they're just getting to the point to not expecting, like they're not going to see you anyway. So what's the point of cutting? So
Completely agree
we
with
got
you.
to do that.
Yeah. Just gotta keep trying to do the things that we do have that we are doing well. Try to maximize on those the best that we can. Because it's gonna be difficult to get some solid offense. We don't have spacing, we don't have consistent 3-point shooting. And that's just gonna be something that's just gonna maintain for the rest of the season. And we'll see how they address it in the off season. But overall, just keep playing to your strengths. If you win or lose by going to your best players, that's just all you can
You got
hope
to
to
live
do.
with it.
Yeah, you gotta live and die with.
Yeah. But my holding prayer is because with not Angel with Kennedy being out this game, the last time we seen the Kennedy not play was that first game back. I want to say against the Phoenix Mercury, and I believe Rachel Banham took the spot of a Kennedy Carter. So which is probably expected tonight. My only hope is we don't put our ass on Area Atkins because if we do that, that might be a big mistake. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's a fact. That's a fact. They're coming in at the fact that they don't have Shakira Austin today, which is definitely going to help the Chicago Sky, especially with the bigs that we have. But you can't overlook the way that a lot of these players. Ariel Atkins is playing great, leading the Mystics in scoring at 15 points per
Stephanie
game.
Dolan.
Yeah, that's for sure as
I
well.
think she's leading in 3-point percentage this year. So like she's low key having a somewhat career year. So we can't let Big Mama Steph go off either
That's a fact. That's a fact.
because she kind
When
of did last game.
Yeah. When you of course, like with Kennedy being out, it probably is going to put Rachel Banham back in the starting lineup. We've seen Banham have solid games being in that starting lineup. It depends on how she gets in rhythm. But I think one of the key starters to look out for in this game because of her two-way play is Michaela Oniwerde. And Teresa Weatherspoon has said the same thing. Like she's one of their their key pieces and a weapon for them. And I think in a game like this is really where you want to see Michaela step up, especially if Rachel Banham is hitting some decent threes to provide that spacing. This is where Michaela's athleticism can really help the Sky today.
Yeah. She slashed well. I feel like that mid range is slowly coming along a little bit. She looks for it. I will say I'm starting to notice that her attack game, she always was resorts into like a spin and somewhat is
Yeah,
a spin jumper or a spin lay. I wish she just realized she's strong enough to just put her shoulder down and get her way through the paint. But yeah, I think not only will she stretch the floor, but her dives as well will help as well, especially if Rachel's making a clip. Like if she's shooting 3 or 5, like she did last game, or 3 or 6, whatever it was, that will help significantly. And then we know She's getting better and better at them set shots in them corners. So that's gonna be there anyway.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And watch the Sky's energy today, especially with them saying a lot of the members of the team have been battling illness and things like that. Now they had shoot around today. They were doing the whole like practice shot from like half court. Everybody seemed like they had really good energy, but it's different once the lights are on. So monitor that as well. Like because
Facts.
if they come out flat and you let this Washington miss or any team, like this is WNBA, you let any team get out to an early run on you, hey, the game could be over with, man.
Yeah, it could be over with anybody the way we've been playing. So
That's a fact.
yeah, we gotta play. We gotta play right. We gotta play together. Limit turnovers, limit mistakes. Be on the same page, and coach, call a good game. That's all we ask for. Call a good game.
That's a fact. Super chat from Gold Teeth Poo Productions.
That's a hell
Says
of a
let's
name.
that's a hell of a name. Let's just weather the storm, get everybody healthy, and continue to hope ATL keep losing. This team will get better playoff time. Watch. I mean, the thing is, I don't know that because just who the makeup of this team is at this point. This is going to be a team it's gonna be rough regardless, even if everyone's healthy. So and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because this season was never about going on some deep playoff run. Like it's great if we do get in the playoffs, we can get Camilla and Angel and Kennedy some playoff experience. Like that's great. If we can do that, that's great. That's already being far ahead of where people thought we were going to be in this rebuild already. Like, let's be clear there. Like we were predicted to be the 12th team in a 12-team league, and so we're definitely been better than that. And either way, this season has been a win, I think. And if we finish stronger, cool. If not, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, that's one thing. I'm not really necessarily looking forward to the
First of
playoffs.
all,
I'm
wait a
just trying to
second,
get through it.
shooter. Think about what you typing, bro. Think about what you typing, bro. That's crazy, man. You don't see it.
Yeah, I see it. It just
some of y'all auntie special nieces and nephews. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Stevo.
yeah. It is what it is. Like, hopefully we just get it right. Hopefully we play together. Hopefully we play right. Because, like I said, we could lose this game. I just hope we don't. That's all.
Exactly.
And bench, give me some points. There is no reason we ain't going against Vegas. We gonna be some Mystics. If y'all can motherfuckers, Izzy, Dana, if I can't give no more than 4 points out of y'all today, I don't know at this point. I don't know what to do. You fucking up your value.
I don't know if I've ever seen. I said I was going to research it, but I was so frustrated after the game I didn't. I don't know if I've ever seen a game where a bench is played that bad. I just don't. I don't know. Like that was crazy. Like just to have no points for your bench in total. What was it? It was like 4 rebounds, 2 steals, something like 2. Yeah, like that would be the only stat. It was crazy, bro. It was all bad, man.
Yeah, both fouls did points.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
I'm just hoping that was just a fucked up day for the team, and that was just a bad day. That's the best way I could shoot it because I've never, like you said, I don't think in a W, I don't think I've ever seen a bench production that bad. So hopefully we could get some points out of y'all today because I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I think we probably in around the 70 point mark. 72, 73, because it's gonna be a defensive game unless they just get away from us like they did last time when they went on the fucking 20-point lead almost.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, the game ended up being close by the end of it, but yeah, you can't. Again, you don't want to play from behind. That's when we were fully healthy and we still have Marina Mabry on this team. Like you don't want to let this team get out to that early lead on you. And this is the final 11 games of the season. After today's game, it's 10 games left on the season. That's it. 10 games. And so you just got to give your all out there, man. We got to try to figure it out, man. Daddy Cool. That's y'all names are killing us. Bench need 20 tonight at least. You're not getting 20 from this bench. I don't expect 20, especially not when you have, unless Dana gets hot. If Dana and Izzy both get hot, maybe. But other than that, I don't know, man.
I just need 13 points from the bench at least. 12, 13 points.
Shit. At this point, after last game, just give us something. Just
5.
give us something. Yeah, just give us something.
Because literally, if we got 1 point, we would have won the game.
Yeah. Sam says it's a little worrying that the Sky is only 3 games ahead of Dallas with only 11 games left. The way I look at it is this, and I get it. It is concerning. I'm not saying that it's not, but the way that I look at it is this: even if the Chicago Sky's pick somehow ends up worse than the Dallas Wings pick, we still gonna have a lottery pick. Like it's still gonna be a top 5 pick. Like so, at that point, it is what it
Yeah, it's
is.
gonna be like we get the number 3 pick and they got the number 4 pick and they gonna switch. Like that's still not bad.
Yeah. So, either way, the fact of looking at this at this draft coming up, if the Sky can be in the top, I say this, if they can be in the top 6 really of that draft, you're gonna walk away with your point guard of the future, I think easily. And
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's just getting your
it's
point guard
about.
of the future.
I'm
Go
about to
ahead.
say there's probably like 3 to 4 guards that would probably go between 1 and 8, and I think we'll get between. I think we'll get a top 8 pick for sure again. So
Yeah. So, we got a big chance there, especially and then with the 2 first round picks, if the Sky do want to move up and they just see somebody they can. Now, I think they're going to probably keep both picks to add because we need so much talent on this team. You want talent that fits that timeline. But the Sky have a lot at their disposal. We'll see, man.
yeah, because you got some starters that we really like for the future reference. We got some starters that we need to go back to the bench. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what a rebuilding team is.
Yeah,
That's what it is when you're rebuilding. And I know that the way that this Sky season started off, it gave it. I think for a while there, it kind of made us forget that we are still at the beginning of a rebuild. We're not in the middle. We're not a few years in. We're at the beginning of a rebuild. And so that with like Marina maybe wanting out, and then the reports that Dana Evan wants out, like because if that was really her agent tweeting those things the other day, that was wild.
yeah. And if she wanted out, I want to know what teams wanted her. Please tell me.
I don't
I'm
know.
just
We'll
saying.
see this offseason when it comes down to it, man.
Because
Anything
I'm
less?
just saying, based off what he said,
Yeah.
if some team really wanted her, we would have gave her up. But therefore, if the team wanted her, they probably wanted some more stuff that we wasn't trying to give up at that point. So no, we wasn't gonna make that move.
Oh yeah, and we definitely not giving up any assets to try to just
Yeah,
move off a player that is a restricted free agent at the end of the season. So it is what it is. Like, is Dana's season has not been great. As a starter, was she as bad as some people try to make her out to be? No, but then again, that was at the time where the team was still trying to figure out new things and stuff like that, and we clearly need an a more assist focused point guard than what Dana Evans is, and that's fine, right?
or just a
And I hope that
playmaker.
yeah, we need a playmaker, and it is what it is, man.
Yeah, because you can't do a damn pick and roll. That's all I'm saying. You 5'6" and can't do a damn pick and roll, Dana. Come on.
Yeah, Dana's just a scorer, man, and I really hope that for us two people that have watched her overseas, out whenever she does go, if she does go to another team,
I'm gonna be
she's
talking about
allowed to
shit.
just be she's allowed to be her off the
Yeah,
bench. Like she's somebody who can give tremendous defensive effort, and she's a scorer. Like when she's in the game, you let her score, and we'll see what happens there, man. And we
and
may need
she is,
that tonight. We may see it tonight.
and she is a better defender than people give her credit to.
Oh, facts. Like Dana Evans is a really good on ball defender. Um, and I think sometimes with how much that we have to switch, it doesn't always put her
Yeah,
in the
she's
best
not a good.
situations.
Yeah, she's not a good
And,
switcher.
yeah, and that's why she likes to guard people the full length of the court because it limits the ability to switch and kind of forces them to have to pick up their dribble and pass it, and then she doesn't have to switch, and then she can play off ball defense. So that's what it comes down to, man.
And y'all see what C Dub just said. If y'all don't hit that like button in his voice,
Yeah, pits it in. That's funny, bro. Oh, but anything less, brother, before we get up out of here, man?
and y'all make sure we got what 30 minutes before we get tip off. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all popcorn and shit because we will be live for it.
Yep, Stevo and C-Dub will be live on the live call. Y'all know I'll probably pop in here around halftime or something. If I'm not too pissed off, I'm too passionate of a fan. Sometimes I gotta sit my black ass down. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, man. But yeah, let's hope that this guy can come out and get this dub. I think it's gonna be an entertaining game either way. It may be a very, very low scoring game. Very low scoring. So keep that in mind as well. But man, we love you guys. Make sure you guys are following us at Chicago Sky Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, Chicago Sky Central at gmail.com. And then lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, number to do so, 773-270-2799, with the number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. We'll see y'all